Keisha and Mo, and welcome back to another episode of Since You Asked. Let's get right into the questions, y'all. So the first question is subjected child's play. So she says, hey Keisha, so I just started college and I've been talking to this guy. I like him, but there's just one problem. I come from a bad neighborhood and he's a suburban type of guy. Sometimes he jokes around that where I live is ghetto and dangerous and I'm ratchet and from the hood, and I tease him as well. But sometimes I think that if we were ever to get a relationship, it wouldn't work out because I'm not classy or proper or even good enough. I've talked to him about it and he says that I'm just reading into it too much. Please give me advice on what I should do. Wait a minute, honey bunches.
Boy, bye.
No, but I don't even like what you're saying about yourself, because you didn't say he said that. That's how you feel about you. So you need to work on it. No, she said, I think that if we ever get into a relationship,
She said sometimes he jokes around that where I live is ghetto and dangerous, and then
yeah, that part. But I'm talking about her saying that she don't think that she's classy or proper or good enough. That's what she said about herself. But let's go to the first part first. The suburban ghetto, whatever. First of all, y'all need to stop playing with each other like that, because obviously when he jokes back at you and says stuff about you, it's hurting you, because that's how you feel about yourself. I need to stop playing with each other like that, because it's hitting too close to home. And I think you need to work on your self-esteem and your confidence, because you don't think that you classy, proper, good enough for him, that it ain't gonna work out. Just because you're a product, you cannot become a product of your environment or think that your environment reflects who you are. Shit, me and Monique grew up in the damn hood. We ain't hardly hood. Like, we can get hood, but we ain't hood. I know how to act when I'm around certain people and how to adjust.
Call me hood all the time. One of my exes.
Oh, I said who?
He used to call me hood all the time. But he was from a worse neighborhood than I was. But he's so used to dealing with hoes that know how to speak a complete sentence that been to college like I ain't been. So I just keep it funky. You know what? I get so tired of men trying to make women feel bad about where they come from, or how they talk, or how they look, or just how they act and shit like that. It was something about you that attracted him to you, period.
Yeah, and if you...
And I think people be in denial, and I think that it's something about him that makes him insecure, and that he has to explain who you are, so he makes fun of you, so that maybe you'll change. But
I'm reading this again, Monique, and I got a totally different aspect on this, because I'm reading it and she says, I like him, but there's just one problem. I come from a bad neighborhood and he's a suburban type guy. Sometimes he jokes around where I live is ghetto and dangerous, and I'm wretched and from the hood, and I tease him as well. I think that she started this whole teasing thing because she already feels lesser than him, because she comes from the hood area and he comes from a better area. She don't think she's good enough for him. He already told her that she's reading in too much into it. She's putting her feelings off on him. That's how I'm taking this.
I got personal.
Yeah. I think that this is more about you than it is about him. For whatever reason, you don't think that you're good enough for him, and you need to change your way of thinking, because he likes you. Obviously, if he didn't like you, he wouldn't be talking to you. You just have to get comfortable enough of realizing that there's nothing wrong with you. Just because you come from a poor neighborhood doesn't mean anything. That doesn't reflect who you are. Like I said, I came from a bad neighborhood. I grew up on the north side of St. Louis, and I grew up to be one of the best-selling authors in my genre. Monique has went to school, got a master's fucking degree in the fucking cake business, and we have traveled the fucking world and met some of the biggest celebrities and stars and been to places most people couldn't even fucking dream of.
Thing though, I didn't know the hood. My hood was hood until
like I just thought I lived in a black neighborhood, like whatever.
That ain't hot, huh?
No, but yeah, you need to work on your self-esteem when dating him. Just because he live in the suburban area don't mean shit. What that mean? They's got bill problems too. Like, what the fuck? I mean, how old are you, first of all? It seems like y'all might be some kids, some teenagers or something like that. I don't know.
You should have started college.
Yeah, like,
girl, this ain't let me shut up.
Yeah, this ain't the only piece of little dick you gonna get, girl. Like, but yeah, you gotta work on your self-esteem, girl. Yeah, please. Work on that. But let us know what happens, and if y'all actually, make it official and start dating. But stop looking down on yourself. There's nothing wrong with you.
Exactly.
Okay.
I start getting my feelings about this.
Yeah, you sure did. Next question. Hi, Keisha, Mo. I love you guys. You are truly two of the dopest. Mo, let me get that icing recipe. LOL. Just kidding. I won't say my name, so I guess I'm anonymous. I decided to write you guys for your input on a current situation that I have going on. Now, I consider myself a vet. I tell you, I've seen, heard, and been through it all, but I'm stumped on this one. Feels as if I'm having more than an outer body and mind experience. So I hadn't been too impressed with the dating scene in my city because my city is way too small. So I've been keeping my options open to dating guys from different states. So I met a guy online and we chatted online for about a month, then decided to exchange phone numbers. Conversation was great. We had a lot in common and both are looking to relocate. We had some of the same relocation spots in mind. Well, after 3 months of talking, we decided that we would meet. I told him I would love to visit his city, but he was eager to come to my city first. Now, I analyzed almost everything, so I was immediately thinking this nigga got a chick and he don't want me to come to his small-ass town, but I went ahead and agreed to him coming to visit me. Now, I was really digging him. We had a constant and regular communication, and he communicated that he was digging me too, and who knows where this could take us. So 2 weeks before his arrival, I bumped into this guy at the grocery store that lives in the same apartment complex as me. I've seen him before. We spoke a few times on the elevator and again in the parking garage, but this time it was very early morning and we were at the grocery store. I was in the checkout line and he walked up behind me and asked if I was making a banana pudding because of the ingredients in my basket. I told him yes. He told me it was his favorite, but he guaranteed that his banana pudding was better than mine. So I'm a Libra. I was definitely down for the challenge. I told him I would let him try it. He said he would be in my building for a few hours and told me where I could find him. Well, on my way out, I delivered the dessert. We exchanged phone numbers so he could give me a review. Well, 2 days went by and I woke up thinking, damn, I haven't heard from old boy. Well, I was thinking that he called and said he was cooking breakfast and wanted to know if I would like to stop by. I told him I didn't have a lot of time and insisted that it wouldn't take long and it was the least he could do for sharing my dessert with him. I agreed. We ate breakfast and had great conversation. I learned a few things from him and was actually intrigued by the conversation. Me being intrigued by a man has been very completely rare. Well, I left that morning happy that I had gone. He was a complete gentleman, smart and extremely easy on the eye, and he made the bomb pancakes. His apartment was decorated beautifully, didn't completely scream bachelor, but had a very neutral decor. He left a great impression on me, so I thought about him the entire day. Later that evening, I sent him a text and thanked him for the hospitality. We ended up texting back and forth for a while. The next day, I mentioned how tense my muscles were. Cold for I want the dick. And he offered to give me a massage. Yes, I went. I knew what it was. Yeah, we know you knew what it was, nigga. So we had some of the best sex that I've ever experienced.
All caps.
Fix your face, Mo. LOL. So mind you, homeboy from out of town is due to visit, and I have managed to have sex with this man 10 days out of the 14 I've known him. Well, all right. I mean, craving him daily. Now, I'm no spring chicken, nor have I behaved this way in many, many years, so I have no idea what has gotten into me other than, well, you know, that dick. I mentioned my long distance situation to old boy in the beginning, and he mentioned that he had been seeing someone too. So I thought I better tell him that he would be here this weekend and that I would be available since we've been so honest. He only told you because you told him. Well, he decided to hit me with some more honesty. He told me that he wouldn't be available either this weekend because his girl is off work and would be at home. Yes, she lives there. So I got the nerve to be pissed off. I feel disrespected, LOL. Even though I knew the chick existed. Had I known she lived there, I wouldn't be writing you guys right now. Was I wrong for being pissed off? Would you say I ignored the signs? To be continued, ladies. The plot thickens. Yeah. You was dead wrong. And you ain't got no right to be mad. You knew he had a woman and you continued to fuck him anyway. No matter if... Yeah, she said, even though I knew the chick existed. He told her he had the woman first, and then when she told him old boy was coming into town, that's when he said, oh yeah, and we live together. So when you knew that he already had a chick, you was in the wrong right then and there because you continued to fuck him. You only got mad because you found out he lived with her. What's the difference? You mad because you fucked them in their house together? It don't matter. It was wrong regardless. Y'all better stop doing to other women what y'all don't want done to y'all, and then y'all wondering why y'all can't find no fucking man. That shit ain't right. Stop doing it.
And yes, I would say that you ignored the signs. Cause let's be honest.
Why he had in the grocery store in the beginning of the morning and invite you over for pancakes and shit? You already spotted the neutral decoration. The nigga house was too nice.
And he spoke well. You were intrigued. You know, ain't no man that well put together without no woman in his life. They ain't shit without us. For real. You know this. You should have known there was somebody decent in his life, and it wasn't his mama.
Yeah, so I mean, you need to leave that motherfucker alone. Get out your feelings. Focus on this nigga that's coming into town and see what's up with him. Cause now, when this nigga come see you, you gonna be so busy trying to get upstairs to that dick. You ain't gonna be giving him the time of day unless you fuck him and he give you the pipe and it's good. So,
but even then, like, that's a lot.
It really is.
Damn.
But you was 100% wrong for continuing to fuck with him, knowing that he had a woman. Y'all gotta stop doing that, thinking that it's cool to fuck with somebody because they got
stop being a cherry picker.
And you got a nigga on the side, but that ain't your man, so you feel like I got somebody, he got somebody.
Right.
What's the big deal? That's not right. Because if you get a relationship with somebody and somebody do that to you, and you gonna be fucking crying. Stop doing that shit. Then you wonder why it's slim pickings for you to find a man because of the energy you putting out here in the world. You can't continue to do that.
Let's be honest though, men wouldn't be fucking around if they didn't have nobody to fuck around with. That's why it's important for us to stick together.
Yeah, you gotta stop. So, yeah, you totally 100% wrong for getting in your feelings and being mad because he was living with the girl, but you ain't give a fuck when you knew that he was fucking with her, period. But you only mad because they living together and you the fuck this man in her apartment.
My heart goes out to her because how many times you think he done that?
And how many other bitches? And that should have told you something that he got so much free time to fuck you in 10 days out of 14. What the fuck y'all got? I'm too damn busy.
Cooking pancakes and shit. That nigga, he's something else.
That's all he know how to fix is them damn pancakes. That nigga, where his banana pudding at that he's supposed to make you? He don't know how to make it.
He put the pudding in the banana.
Now let us know what happens when old boy comes into town and visits you, and let us know if you stop fucking with that nigga upstairs.
You did. You stopped messing with him. I'm gonna say you did. I just wanna know what happened with the new guy.
Next question. Hey, I had my first date at 18 years old and wound up getting married right after college. We were married for 17 years. He was the only guy I ever dated, but I found myself divorced and dating at 40. Mind you, I'd never really dated. I met a guy on Match.com a few years ago who told me he was divorced. He was my age. Again, I didn't know much about dating. We were together for over a year before I just could not take the constant asking for money and ended when his wife called me to tell me to stop calling her husband. That was over a year ago. He called recently to tell me his divorce would be final soon, and he wants to pick up where we left off and put all our past in the past. I never dated anyone else since. I'm not one to just have sex, and after 2 failed relationships, I'm reluctant to trust. I want back the guy I thought I was dating, but there were so many lies. I don't want to be alone, but I'm afraid to try again with someone else. Should I give him a chance now that he's divorced? And I looked it up online and there was a divorce. Hell to the goddamn no. Hell to the motherfucking no. Girl, he gonna do nothing but drain your motherfucking pockets and come over there and live on you and cheat on you with the next bitch that he meet on Match. Girl, no. Wow. No. Come on, y'all. We got to start. This is so important to mothers and fathers that have daughters. Lord Jesus, if y'all don't start instilling in y'all daughters that they are beautiful and that they are worth the stars, moon, sun, and everything above, y'all women gotta stop thinking that y'all are so unworthy and not good enough to be loved and treated right. We all going through it. I've gone through it. Monica's going through it. But I come about that shit. Good God Almighty. Don't think that you should accept anything from someone just so you won't be alone, goddammit, until you get to the point in your life where you're okay enough with yourself to be by your damn self and love yourself 100% and realize that you ain't gonna take no shit from no motherfucking body. Ain't nobody gonna come steal your joy and wreak havoc in your life. You gonna continue to date the same man over and over and over and over and over again. It ain't got nothing to do with you not being able to trust none of these niggas. You keep on attracting ain't shit ass men because of how you feel about yourself. Yeah. You gotta work on you. Don't take this goddamn man back. Take this time out that you have been being single to work on your self-esteem and yourself and figure out what the hell you want and what you don't want and this and that. Once you get you together, Baby, it ain't gonna be a man that come into your peripheral vision that could be able to play these types of games with you and use you for money and this and that. You better learn how to finger your goddamn self. Get you a fucking vibrator, a jackrabbit, or whatever the fuck these women be out here using. Learn how to please your damn self if you don't like to be out here having sex with a whole bunch of different men, because I'm that way. I don't want to sleep with nobody unless it's real. So work on you, but don't take that goddamn man back. He was up here lying on you, cheating on you, and was married and shit. Girl, no. Moni?
Shit, you said everything. I'm trying to figure out what the attraction is.
I mean, really, what about him do you want? Answer that, because it's only companionship and a headache, because that's all you gonna get, and heartache. You gonna fuck with him
and negative account,
nigga. You gonna be laying up with a wet ass, crying every damn day, wondering where your wallet is and why he ain't came head home at night, because he fucking with the next bitch he done met online or around the corner at the corner store in the bar. You gonna take the position of his wife. You gonna replace that bitch and gonna be calling women, telling them to leave him alone. So if that's what you want for yourself, go right ahead, girl, at 40 and keep on playing yourself.
Yeah,
or get your life in order.
To be no damn fool.
No.
Goddamn fool.
No. Let us know what you decide to do, honey bunches of oats. Next question. Hi, Keisha and Mo. I'm a 35-year-old aspiring writer. I've been writing and telling stories since I was a kid. I started the book way back in '99, but ended up pregnant and married by 2002 at the age of 21. My book, needless to say, was put on the back burner. I started writing this book before I had a computer, so it was in a notebook and was handwritten. My husband and I moved around a lot. I started writing poems, even got a few of them published, but now I never got back to the book. Anyway, my husband and I split ways after my second baby. It took a while, but I got the writing bug once again. So I back in the book I started, only to find out it was missing. The notebook the book was in was gone. Probably lost between moves. I came to terms with that. I figured it was God telling me to start over with something fresh, so I fiddled around with a few ideas and came up with some great ones. My issue is I want to be successful at this. It has been my lifelong dream to be a successful writer. The genre I was drawn to were mostly the kind of books I read. Addicted by Zane is my all-time favorite. So I read a lot of Zane, and I felt I could write in the genre. The issue I'm having is the ideas that I'm coming up with are more thriller than anything else. They are stories I feel have not been told before. They are both very dark and scary type of stories. One can be a damn near Stephen King type book. The idea is so scary. I really like these ideas, but I'm afraid of putting these scary books out, attracting a certain kind of audience, and then when I want to get back to my Zane roots, it will be difficult to cross back over. The scary books are more for white people, and my erotic is more for my sisters. That's where you're messing up right there. Is there a successful way to transition and have two audiences, or do I have to pick one genre and stick with it? With you being a writer, have you ever wanted to step outside of your comfort zone and write something else? The scary stories I have, I can low-key see them on the big screen. They're like deep, dark, twisted shit. You know, the type of shit white folks like. LOL. I know the scary books will be successful in the name of Jesus, but when I want to cross over, will I be allowed to? What are your thoughts? Thank you for reading my email. Hope to hear back from you lovely ladies soon. First of all, I started off my career writing just strictly like urban fiction novels, typical hood stuff, drug dealer, girlfriend, runaway girl type shit, love stories. Then after my book Guns N' Roses, I transitioned into doing more of chick lit stories that were humor, sexual, drama, funny based. I never once feared that my readers wouldn't follow me because I just had enough confidence in myself to know that it was good and that they were going to like it. You can't base your career about how audience will perceive you. You just have to grab your ball sack, literally put your dick out on the table and do it, and know that your readers will like it. You want to not just aim your books towards a specific audience anyway. Any type of books, I mean, business you have, you don't want to target a specific audience. You want to attract everyone. I don't write my books just for black women. I write my books for women, period. And if you're scared about writing thrillers, how about an erotic thriller? Keep your scary stuff, since that's where you're gravitating to, and add the sex in there. Both worlds combined. Bingo! You didn't think think of that. Right now, I'm working on my first teen novel, and I've been a published author now for how many years? 12, 13 years now. And now I'm going into a whole nother genre. It's scary, but it's not scary that I don't think people are going to like it. It's scary because it's something I've never done before, and I'm challenging myself at doing something different. And it's been difficult, but what I've noticed in my life, that anything I've been afraid of doing has been the most successful things that I've ever done in my career. And I'm writing it with my son. And it's not just that I'm writing a teen series, it has a twist to it, and the teen series has another genre attached to it as well that I'm stepping into that the readers won't know about until they read it. So just have confidence in yourself and trust in your ability and just do it. Hey Keisha Mo, please shine some light. I have been friends with this female since my freshman year of high school, which is well over 20 years. Over the course of the years, we have lost contact basically due to me drawing back and no longer being the one reaching out due to me feeling as if she was being fake. She talked about people close to her, told their business, and I always felt that if she did it to them, she would do it to me. I also noticed in the past that if I didn't reach out to her first, we wouldn't communicate. Our last little time apart happened after my 35th birthday party. I planned a 3-day 35th birthday weekend. Around that time, we were talking regularly. I explained my 3-day plans to her, and she said she wanted to help out as a gift for my birthday. Typically don't leave anything I want to do up to anyone else, but I thought the gesture was sweet, so I agreed to her offer, which was to purchase the hotel room for my birthday.
The gesture was sweet, so I agreed to her offer, which was to purchase the hotel room for my Friday night
co-ed novelty party. Okay, I had went all out. I booked a rep from the bedroom candy line. Okay, well, we were invited because we know you. Ordered alcohol-infused treats, foods, and invited a bunch of people. We discussed the festivities and dates multiple times, face-to-face and via text message. We started talking about it a month or so in advance. Well, the night before the novelty party, she contacted me and said the person whose discount she was using booked Saturday instead of Friday, and she asked me if that was okay. I got an instant attitude because she knew it was not okay because of the 3-day agenda. And me being the person I am, my friend wouldn't have known that I had roadblocks until after her party because I would have made it happen. So after I told her it was not okay to change it to Saturday, she apologized and offered to change the location to her house. I declined because it was just too much to change at the last minute. Plus, I wanted my novelty party to be at a hotel. I had my own house, FYI. Maybe I was being a brat, but I don't give a fuck. It was my birthday. I could have saved the day myself, but I just didn't want to be exhausted planning my own birthday party festivities that would have been perfect had I did it myself originally. So I canceled Friday night. I was over Friday and decided to start over Saturday. Saturday came. I had to beg for a ride to my club party. And even though my face was beat to death by one of the best, I was super duper cute. It turned out to be the worst birthday weekend ever for me. Long story short, my friend was not a friend to me for my 35th birthday in my opinion, but I've been wrong before. I of course became distant and didn't reach out, and neither did she. We went maybe a year without hanging out and just said hi and bye until tragedy struck in our circle and I had to be there for my girls. Recently, she started reaching out and we began catching up, and we discussed hardships she was experiencing and how her family was treating her. She needed a place to stay, so I opened my doors to her. Long story short, she was here a couple of months and things weren't going as planned financially, and she ended up going to live somewhere else. Well, she has been gone a little over a month now, and knowing the situation I was left in, she hasn't reached out to even check on me. What would you do in this situation? Wrong to say, as bad as it hurts my feelings, that she is not my true friend, or do you think all of this is coincidental? I feel some type of way.
I don't know her situation, and I know sometimes when people are going through things, it's hard to check up on other people. And I mean, I know it's not an excuse to ever not check up on your friends, but I do know that sometimes, especially if you're now living in a lifestyle where you're not used to needing things or needing people or not being able to provide for yourself or whatever the case may be, it's kind of hard to be worried about somebody else. So I don't know. I personally, before, if it's a friendship of 20 years, it's a long time, I would talk to my friend first before I made any assumptions about them not being a true friend to me. Because sometimes, especially because I done been through some stuff, so I know how it is to not be able to be worried about nobody else at the time. Like, my thought process was like, I got to get me together, and then I'm gonna catch back up with everybody else. So, and hopefully they'll understand. So,
especially when she obviously is going from pillar to post, don't even know where she gonna be sleeping at night. That's a lot of stress on her. But as far as the birthday stuff is concerned, I see why you got mad, but I don't think it was that deep. I think at the time it was because of your birthday, and you know how you get the feeling around your birthday, you just want everything to go right. I don't think that should have been something that made y'all not speak to each other for a year. That wasn't that big of a deal just because she accidentally booked something on a day that you didn't originally want it.
And just a word of advice, like anytime you having something and you want it to go specifically to how you have it planned, do it yourself, because God knows I love you to death. But if it's something that I want it just like this, then I'm just gonna do it myself. It ain't no offense to nobody else. It's just that shit happens.
Yeah, shit like this, what happened happened. But I don't think that should have broke y'all friendship up. That was real petty on both of y'all to not speak to each other, because she probably felt like you was mad at her, so fuck her, I ain't gonna call her. Y'all was both being petty in that situation. But as far as her coming to live with you and then her leaving and not really contacting you, my feelings once again would be bothered. But the thing is, this is what breaks up a lot of friendship, is because people be a closed mouth ain't going. What's the analogy?
Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah, you have to open your mouth and tell people how they make you feel, and be accepting of how they respond to you. You can't sit up here and be mad at somebody and then they don't even know you mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Pick up the phone and have a sister-to-sister talk with her, invite her over, or y'all go out to have dinner or whatever, and tell her how you feel. Friendships are like relationships. You have to work on friendships just like you do relationships, because people grow and change over the years. We are not the same people that we were when we was 15, 16 years old. We're grown-ass women now. We're grown-ass women, fucking obstacles and shit going on in our lives, bills, kids, and everything else. Niggas, family, and everything else that we have going on in our lives. So if you're feeling some type of way, tell her, that really hurt my feelings, sis. I know you got a lot going on, but let me know where your head is at, so I can know that it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Or that you don't really value me as I value you, because I love you and you're a sister to me, and I want to make sure that this friendship continues. You have to talk to people. That don't mean cuss them out and do all that extra. And if she doesn't respond the way that you hope that she will respond, you know what I'm saying? Take it, move on then. But at least give her the opportunity to explain herself and for y'all to move forward and work on the friendship. And then another thing, as far as friendships are concerned, just because you don't talk to somebody every damn day, that don't mean that they not your friend. Me and Monique don't talk to each other every goddamn day, and if we don't hear from each other, it's because we know that we're fucking busy. She know I'm writing a book right now. She ain't gonna hear from me. I know on the weekends I'm not gonna see Monique, hear from her, blink, nothing. She over there working. Same thing with my other girlfriends. They have lives. We see each other when we see each other. We fit each other in, but we know if she needs something going down, or she need or just need to vent, she know I'm gonna drop whatever to listen to her or to be there for her, and vice versa. So take that into consideration. Talk to her and let us know what happens, because we know who you're talking about. We want to see y'all work this out, because it's silly. Love each other, hug each other, and let us know what happens. That's some shit. Next question, we got a snap question.
Do I tell a friend that I do not want to be friends with them anymore because they are too messy?
Okay, he said, how can I tell a friend I don't want to be friends with them anymore because they are too messy? Thank you for the question. You just tell them. I mean, y'all gotta stop being afraid to speak your feelings. Your feelings are valid. It's just the way that you deliver them. And if you don't want to be friends with this person no more, you have every right in the world to say, hey girl, it was cool, but I don't think this is gonna work out because we just two different people. I don't like some of the things that you do and the way that you move. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, or do they even know that they're messy? Maybe you need to be a friend to them and say, look,
you need to stop.
That ain't hot. That ain't being messy.
Yeah.
It's not cute. It's not attractive. We too old for that bullshit. I don't want to be around nothing like that. And if they get messy with the answer after you say that,
yeah, then you know that your feelings were valid and to leave this motherfucker alone.
Shit, at that point, you ain't even got to say nothing.
Yeah, just hang up on the motherfucker, block her, boom, life goes on. But yeah, tell her that she's messy. Tell her the reasons why she changed, and see if you can be of some assistance. Hopefully, like Monique said, she doesn't go left. But if she does, hang it up then. Don't even argue back. Just hang up, block, keep life moving. But yeah, let us know what happened. And that's it. Okay, so thank you all for your questions. And if you follow me on Snapchat, when I post that we're filming and to send us some snap videos, do it then, please. If you have a question, though, you want to email us, email... What?
You took a nap. I'm so tired.
No, I slept all day today because I didn't sleep Sunday. So that's why I'm all chipper. If you have an email us at since-you-asked-someone@gmail.com, and we'll make sure to answer your question live on air. Love you all. Bye. Smells Like Teen Spirit Volume 1 Heiress is a hip, funny, sexy comedy fantasy novel filled with love, suspense, and a coming-of-age story. So if you're looking for something dope to read, check it out now. And guess what? For my Kindle and Nook subscribers, the book is only $6. You cannot beat that. That is a freaking steal. It's also available in paperback. So check it out right now at Amazon and BarnesandNobles.com.